Hi guys, I hope you all are doing good and are healthy. Recently, I have been asked by many people one common question. I want to buy a property for myself. How should I start? Should I look for a property first or talk to a bank? How can I evaluate a property? Do I need a lawyer to check the contracts? Is the property price asked by the seller is a fair price or I am paying more? Do these questions sound familiar to you? If yes, then watch this video to the end and you will be able to answer these questions. Let's start with the first question. You want to buy a property for yourself and you do not know where to start. I would say buying a property is a slow process and needs patience. So first start looking for a property in the area where you want to live. If the area you want to buy a property has a lot of properties on sale, great. You will have enough objects to compare and see what is the average market price of the property in that area. If that is not the case and the area you are interested in had very few properties for sale, then you need to be patient. I personally observe different properties for sale in a particular area for at least a month. I save the properties I like or think are available at a fair or good price. I also mark or save the properties that I think are overvalued. You must be wondering why I save these properties. Well, I want to observe how quickly these properties are sold. Ideally, fairly priced properties should sell quicker as compared to overpriced properties. This will give you an idea of the average rate in an area. By this, you will also see what type of property takes longer to sell. For example, a property which is not empty and a tenant already lives in it usually takes longer to sell. During this observation period, you are going nowhere, you are just browsing on your computer or mobile phone. This period can be longer if the number of properties are not enough in the area you are interested. However, I would personally recommend that you should observe for at least 1 month. Here are the things that I observed during this period. Price of the property based on the construction year. Price of the property based on its size and number of rooms. Price of properties sold by private sellers versus brokers. How price varies if a property needs renovation and if it doesn't need any renovation. Well, for this, it is important to know how much renovation or sanierung will cost you. This rate varies from region to region, so contact one or two developers near you and ask the price per square meter. In Stuttgart region, the price of complete sanierung is between 600 to 1000 euros per square meter and depends on the material you choose. By complete sanierung, I mean everything in the apartment. Doors, heaters, electric wires, walls, floors, bathroom pipes, bathroom, etc. Everything. After observing various properties and how quick they sell, you will get an idea of the price and the property quality. Once you have that idea, you will also know how much credit you may need to buy your dream house. Similarly, I'll also check the rental properties in that area to know the rent I can get if I'm looking to rent out the property. And how fast can I rent it? This shows me whether it is worth to buy an investment property in that area or not. Well, now is the time to approach your home bank where you have your salary account and ask them how much credit you can get and at what conditions. Go to brokers like Interhyp, HippoFriend or Dr. Klein to get further offers. I would personally go to at least 2 to 3 banks and 2 to 3 brokers to get an offer. And as I have mentioned in my other videos also, get a letter from bank stating that you can get X amount of credit. This letter leaves a good impression at seller and you seem serious about buying a property, which also separates you from the crowd. After this exercise, you will know how much credit you can get and at what rate. This will help you in planning your budget. It may be possible that you want to buy a property, however, bank do not finance it 100%. So it's important to know how much you can afford and look for property accordingly or maybe wait for some time and save money. So moving forward, in parallel to contacting your banks, keep looking for properties online, and once you know that you can get a credit and have the letter with you, start taking appointments to visit the apartment. Visit as many properties as you can. The more you visit, the better it is. More documents of different properties you read, more you will start to understand the differences. More you talk to different brokers and sellers, more you will know about real estate. So more is better here. If there are not enough properties in the area you are interested, visit properties in other areas. It will also open more opportunities for you and you may find an area better than you were initially interested in. I usually check the areas on Google Map that seems interesting to me and just go on a drive to that area and roam around. After visiting different areas, you will also start finding some areas better than others. So go out. Sunday is the best time to visit as there is no to very less traffic But go on Saturday and one of the weekday also to get to know the area better. This whole process can take anywhere from 1 month to a year. That is why patience is key here. Once you have seen enough properties, you will know what exactly you want and at what price you can get it. So once you have found that property, you can give an offer to the seller at your visit itself. Show seller that you have already talked to your bank and can get the mortgage. It will increase your chances of getting the property exponentially. As you have observed and visited so many properties, you can even negotiate if you think the price is a bit high. Next questions that comes to mind is, how will I know that I have seen enough properties and can evaluate it effectively? Well, for me, after looking at around 100 properties online in and around a particular area, and after visiting around 20 different properties and reading their documents, I felt that I now know the average price in that area based on its construction year and need for renovation. However, I will cover how to evaluate a property in detail in my other video, but trust me, after going through so many properties, you will know whether you are getting a fair deal or not. Next major question is how to read and interpret different documents of a property. I have covered all the documents that one should check before buying a property in this video, so have a look and you will know everything about documents of a property. In short, look for Wirtschaftsplan plan to see where your Hausgeld is spent, how much Rücklage is there. Usually, more the Rücklage is, better it is. This amount is used by the house union to carry out repairs and renovations of the building. Next, check the Hausverwaltung protocol. There you will see which topics are being discussed by the owners, what renovations have been made in the past, and for what renovations discussions are held out, postponed or planned. It will give you an idea what has happened and what's going to happen in coming years. If a major expense or renovation is due in coming years and the building does not have enough Rücklage, then you may have to pay the remaining amount from your own pocket. Check Teilungserklärung to know what belongs to you and what belongs to the common area. Well, these are the bare minimum documents that you should check. So watch my video to get a detailed insight. Once you have found the property you want to buy and seller has accepted your offer, it's time for paperwork. It can be overwhelming for anyone, especially if you do not understand the language that well. So you usually doubt yourself whether you need help from someone or not. There are two main contracts that concerns the most. One is the Kaufvertrag or purchase contract and another is the mortgage contract. Usually both of these contracts are standard and there is not much to worry about. However, it is important that you understand what is written there. So Google Translate can help in this regard and you will understand 75% of the contract easily. For the 25%, you may have doubts. To clarify any doubts regarding mortgage contract, contact your bank consultant. He or she can help you understand it and it's their job to do that. And for doubts in Kaufvertrag, contact your broker or notar. If they do not speak English or you do not understand what they have explained and still have doubts, then there are many services that check such contracts for you for a fixed fee. So you can get the contracts checked from them also. Here are few services that I know of. I personally got my Kaufvertrag checked for my peace of mind. However, notar in Germany are neutral and draft a fair contract. So there is no need to worry about. Next doubt that many people ask me is the renovation cost. I'll be creating a whole series on renovating a property soon. However, it may feel scary to renovate your property when you know so little about it and the language. Trust me, it's not that scary. Just call 2 to 3 companies that do this work and talk to them. You will be surprised to know how friendly they can be and how well they answer all your questions. Here is a website that I used to get the contact information of companies near Stuttgart area. I have been contacted by 5 to 6 companies within 2 days and I asked all of them same questions and they gave me the same answer which verified what I needed to know. Here were my initial questions. What will be the average cost of renovation or Sanierung per square meter? Will you charge me to give an offer? Can I buy my own material? And how long it will take to renovate? Average cost of complete Sanierung in Stuttgart region is 600 to 1000 euros per square meter. Usually companies don't charge for giving an offer. However, there are some companies which do charge for their time and travel, which you can always negotiate with them. So always ask them before you make an appointment. Also, if they are coming for free and giving you an offer, answering your questions, please be thankful to them for their time. Next question is, can you buy your material yourself? Yes, you can buy material yourself. However, some companies do not prefer that Also, some prefer products of a particular brand because they had good experience with it, so you can buy accordingly. Next is how much time it will take for the renovation. Well, time is the one thing that none of them could tell me. It all depends on the availability of the labor and the amount of work. So unfortunately, one cannot tell in advance. Well, if you are interested in a property that needs renovation, then always add the renovation cost before you make a buy decision. And try to get a credit for the renovation when you are negotiating for the mortgage. So it's important that you contact 1 to 2 companies beforehand so that you have an idea of the renovation costs. I hope you now know where to start and have an overview of things to do for buying a property in Germany. Also, watch this video to learn the complete process of buying a house in Germany in 7 minutes. Then there are other videos explaining mortgage process, taxes, documents, etc. Watch them all and I'm pretty sure you will know most of the things that you need to know to buy a house in Germany.